Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Jay and today I'm going to talk about management by objectives. And before I start my speech today, I'd like to ask you a simple question. What is a management? It is an action that use given resources to get a desired goal in a given time. And there are three main factors that constitute the management, and they are management by objectives, and management by resources, and management by processes. And today I'm going to talk about the management by objectives specifically. And management by objectives, which in short form MBO, was introduced in 1954 by Peter Drucker in his book The Principle of Management. And and in MBO there are 3 or 4 steps to follow. And fourth step is it's called goal setting, and it is goals, but it's not a goal. It's not a goal, but goals. Goals for individual, goals for each project, goals for each group and members of the company. And it is quite in detail. And the next step is called making action plans and taking actual action. Once we set our goals in detail, it is pretty natural to make the action plans and taking actual actions to get a desired goal or objectives. And in making an action plan, allocation of limited resources and time is the most important thing to focus. And after it is like making action plans and taking actual actions are more like making a personal timetable in our everyday lives in order to use time efficiency. It's like more big form and more resources related to. And then it is followed by evaluation. It is quite familiar word for us, evaluation. And evaluation is done by you compare your result with the goals you already set at the first place, goal setting. But if the result is not good enough, it goes to the feedback. And it's the last step and the extra step. When I said that there are 3 steps, it's the goal setting and making action plans and taking actual actions and evaluation. And if it's good enough, it's just the end, finish. But it's not good enough, it goes to feedback, and we need to find where it's wrong. And once we find it, we need to go through the exact same steps to get the desired result when we desired at the first place. And also, MBO has both benefits and drawbacks. And benefits are, by adjusting expected objectives, we can make actual action plans very in details. And also, we can improve in communication-wise among members of the company, because the goal setting is done by not only the executives but also the other members of the company, regardless of their position. But there are also drawbacks, which are if the goals are too big to follow or too big to follow, it can bring about the frictions against different departments, because goals can overlap, and it can bring about some competition among the department, and it can also, and lastly, it can bring about the frictions against different departments. And it is too result focused, because we only focus on result, what we want to get. We don't really care about the process or the other factors far from the result. And also, it is pretty hierarchical process, so it requires too much paperwork. That can be one other drawback. And today I simply mentioned about management and MBO, its characteristic, and MBO's characteristic. And my guess is that there are no perfect management style, but perfect manager to make any management style perfect. This is the end of my speech.